Hello, it's me, YJ. I'm back. I'm here to bring you through Phase 2 of Swift Explorers Singapore. I hope you had fun building your keynote prototypes in Phase 1. I'm looking forward to seeing them. I haven't seen them yet at time of recording, but I'm pretty sure you have all kinds of cool ideas and fun designs that is really reflective of your creativity and passion. At this point though, you might be wondering, what is Swift Explorers? So far, you've been doing everything in Keynote. What's Swift? And that's something that we're going to cover in this phase of the program. Swift is an open source programming language created by Apple, and it's used by app developers around the world to build actual apps for iPhone, iPad, and many other Apple devices. So we're going to get started learning that language in this phase. Here's what we're going to go through. We are going to learn about commands, for loops, conditionals, and variables, and all kinds of programming concepts. Some of you might already have some experience with programming, and you might have done things like code for fun in primary school. If you haven't done that yet, there's something to look forward to. You might have done programming classes with your Infocom clubs. You might have done programming classes in your ALP. That's great. I'm not sure how many of you have actually done anything with Swift. And if you haven't done any Swift so far, this course is for you because we are going to introduce the language to you. We're going to get you started with these different programming concepts. So even if you already know some of these concepts in other languages, maybe you know Python, maybe you know C, it's okay. You can learn a new language where the structures are very, very similar to what you've learned. To do this, we're going to use an app called Swift Playgrounds. Swift Playgrounds is an app that Apple has created expressly for the purpose of teaching Swift to beginners. So you'll be doing all kinds of fun stuff and moving a character around. And we're going to cap all of this off with a fun little Swift UI app that you create right on your iPad. That's right, you're going to actually create an app on your iPad. So let's get started. The first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go and get the Swift Playgrounds app from the App Store if you have your own iPad, or if you're using a school's iPad, there's a good chance you already have Swift Playgrounds somewhere on your iPad. I'd like you to go look for it. This is what it looks like on my screen. I'm going to tap on it to start Swift Playgrounds. And it's going to show you this thing over here where you have My Playgrounds and Get the Playground. The area at the top is going to be populated by all the different playgrounds that you create. Let me show you what I mean. I'd like to get you to just very quickly go down to the Get a Playground section and tap on Get Started with Code. So tap on it. You're going to need an internet connection for this. It's going to download a template for you to get started. And here we are. Now you have Get Started with Code in your playgrounds. Whatever changes you make on this playground is going to be synced across different iCloud-enabled devices that you have. So if you have more than one iPad for some reason, you can actually pick up where you left off on the other iPad. For now though, let's just hit straight on in and get started with code. When you first launch the app, you're going to see this little sidebar on the left, right? It's a bit of a menu that shows you all the different sections that are available in your playground. To close this sidebar, don't be tricked like me. What you might want to do is press the X button over here. That closes the entire playground. Don't do that. So what you want to do is you want to press the other button available, which is to close the side menu. There we go. And that's it for the very first video. This is just getting you started with Swift Playgrounds. In the next video, we are going to get you started with the very first set of puzzles in Swift Playgrounds.